Wow,
It's not even morning anymore, and it's been a morning.
It has. Happy, I guess, for people around the world, where we are, it's Tuesday. I don't know, let us know where you're from.
We've got friends from Florida, Botswana,
Botswana,
France, Serbia,
France,
America.
hello. Wow, all over the world.
All over Maryland. I probably said that wrong. It's Maryland, isn't it? Maryland.
Sweden, Czech Republic.
What? Maryland.
Man.
Maryland.
Calabasas, California. Well,
we like it there.
We love California.
Jesus Molina lives in that area.
He sure does. Mountains of Georgia. Oh, man. Okay, well, we are from Vancouver, Canada.
Most kind of.
Well, sort of.
Close
That's
to
the
it.
closest thing. We're
in the neighborhood.
We're in the neighborhood. We're about a 40-minute drive outside in a place called Abbotsford, is where our studios are located.
Yes. That is where the Fraser Valley. Well said there, Truman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeez. Okay, so listen up, friends. It was Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend.
Yes.
I had turkey.
I had ham.
I had pies. I made pies.
That's very nice.
I'm shockingly able to cook pies, even though you'd think it would be cake.
So do you think, so pies or cake? Like, what is your preference?
Well, cake, obviously.
Cake, for me, it's pies.
Really?
I love a good pie with
Interesting.
but it's almost, I mean, it's not like a cake, but like, you got that warm pie with the side of ice cream. Oh, there's few things in this world that are better than that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, what's your preference then of pie? Pumpkin or apple?
Apple.
Your apple, 100%.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like I make the pumpkin pie and I eat it.
Yeah.
But I still like the apple better. Yeah.
Amazing.
Everybody, we're giving away a piano today.
We are giving away a free piano.
It's pretty exciting. We should have brought it in here. I could show you guys like.
Here's the piano.
Oh, it's an air piano. Just joking. It's real. I swear.
It's a real piano. It is a Roland FP10 series. It's actually the one I use for my in theory lessons on Thursdays.
It's a great little piano.
Yep.
It does
It
everything
is
you
an
need to do.
amazing piano. Really nice, like full length 88 keys.
Yeah.
It's got those weighted keys, which is so nice. And someone is gonna be getting that for free today.
But we're not telling you who yet.
We can't tell
But
you
we know
quite
who.
yet. We know.
We know. We know the name.
And we're gonna tell you soon.
Soon we'll tell you. Okay, so in other news, I had a really, really cool experience
You
on
did.
the Thursday.
On the Thursday. What did you
On
do,
the
Lisa?
Thursday. Okay, I went to a concert. So Todd Zuckerman, who I feel like I say his last name wrong every time.
Zuckerman? Yeah, I think that's
He
right.
is a Drumeo coach, and he is a drummer for Styx, who is absolutely incredible. And he hooked up some of the Drumeo team with tickets to go see them. So I had my first Styx concert, and it was like my first exposure to their music at all.
Yeah.
So I was like really having the time of my life, okay? And not only that, but Nancy Wilson's Heart opened, so I got to see Nancy Wilson as well. So I was just like, because I'm obsessed with Heart. They're my favorite. So I was having the best time. But I have to introduce you guys to somebody. Not like officially, but we're going to show you a video. I took videos. The keyboard player for Styx, his name is Lawrence Gowan.
And he's just a showman.
Oh my gosh.
He is a performer.
He was dancing. He was like on the spinning keyboard thing. It was a whole scene. I took video on my phone. It's terrible, but we're going to show you a little clip right now. insane?
That's wild. I've always wanted like one of those keyboard stands. I don't know if you guys saw, but he can actually spin his keyboard around, and all the cabling is like so intricately kind of placed in this middle kind of like pillar.
How did you do it?
And then they can actually spin the keyboard and it can do circles. And it's a really cool, showmanship thing. Does it make your piano playing any better? No. But is it super
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin.
You think it does?
Oh yeah, I definitely think it does.
You get some style points.
Does it spin in the other video clip?
I think so.
Okay, let's. Do we have one more?
Oh no!
No,
was that
we
both
should
of them?
already. Okay,
Yeah.
it might have been both the back to back. Okay, never mind. So it just spins and spins, and Truman's gonna get one for us, right, Truman? Yeah. What was the keyboard he was playing? Do you know? Could you tell?
Couldn't tell from there.
Oh, we're gonna find some things.
That
out.
was from Lisa's point of view.
That was from my point of view.
That was you at the concert.
So now I'm officially a Styx fan, like unbelievably much. And I am like low-key obsessed with this Lawrence Gowan fella, and
Yeah.
I think he needs to come to Pianote.
That'd be great. He
So-
can teach us he can give us like a 101 lesson on like how to spin the piano.
I would like him to bring his keyboard. It was pretty amazing. Okay, so that's the like what's happening in the world of piano news.
Yes.
There's amazing musicians in the world, and we should all go watch them.
And we should all go watch them. Speaking of which, one of the most amazing musicians in the world, Bobby McFerrin. He is, a lot of people know like some of his more popular songs, but he's actually an incredible jazz vocalist. And he does this TED Talk where he talks about the power of the pentatonic scale. And if you don't know what the pentatonic scale is, it's one of the most popular scales in history. If you go back in time and you look at every genre of music, at one point in time, you're gonna hear that pentatonic scale come up, and it's just 5 notes. And for whatever reason, every like civilization that has existed has used this scale. And he kind of talks about a little bit why, and it's a super, super cool clip where you're gonna see the audience interacting with him, and they've never heard the scale before, and he makes them sing it without hearing it. So let's just take a listen to Bobby McFerrin explaining the power of the pentatonic scale.
Expectations. Watch.
Ba, ba.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what's interesting to me about that is, regardless of where I am, anywhere, every audience gets that.
But
It doesn't matter, it's just, the pentatonic scale for some reason.
if you're looking for a job in neuroscience, I think
Isn't that amazing?
I think the craziest thing about that is like that audience had never heard that before, and just by him hopping, they just know what the next note's going to be.
How is it
naturally.
even possible?
That's the cool thing about this scale is it just everyone can hear that naturally progress. And the really cool thing about the pentatonic scale, because I saw people putting in the chat, yeah, it's very similar to the major scale, very similar to a minor scale, but there's actually no tension in any of those notes, and that's why everything sounds good when you play a pentatonic scale. So
Interesting.
take your C pentatonic scale, for example. There are 5 notes. Do you know what those 5 notes are, Lisa?
I'm not Googling that right now at all.
They're C,
No.
D, E, G, and A. So I'm skipping a couple notes from the major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C.
Okay.
So there's a couple notes in there that we took out. We took out F and B, and we took them out for a reason. We took them out because typically F is going to have a semitone. It's going to go from like F to E, is very, very close together, and B is also a semitone away from C as well.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So F and B are taken out because everything is just a whole tone away, and that's how you get those really, really nice sounds. And the beautiful thing about the pentatonic scale is if you're playing in the key of C, the scale works over every single diatonic chord. And
Okay.
it sounds really, really nice.
Okay. So also, we're gonna move
All
to
right,
piano
all
in a
right.
second, but also, I think that the pentatonic scale is like a singer scale, isn't it? Like, isn't that what riffs and runs are built off of when you hear singers?
Totally. I mean, the scale is used for everything. It's used for guitar players, it's used with piano players, it's used for vocalists. Pretty much every single melodic instrument can use the pentatonic scale.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right there it is.
There it is. And for guitar players, I think it's like super popular. That's like one of the first scales you learn on guitar. And I wish more piano players learned it first because it is the single most popular scale in the entire world, the pentatonic scale. And there's 2 different types. There's a major pentatonic scale and there's a minor pentatonic
I'm
scale.
trying to find, we've got some super cool lessons inside Piano that talk about the pentatonic scale, but it's not sharing. I can't find you. Oh, because it's not on the internet. Never mind. No, it's not going to work. Okay, I was going to show you inside Piano. We have some really cool lessons on the pentatonic scale, but I think for now, Kevin,
Yeah, I
can you
can
give us a
show,
little
yes.
lesson?
Let me
Okay, we're going to get
transfer
Kevin
to the
over to the
piano.
piano with our super smooth set change. Boom. Okay, so pentatonic scale. This is for all of you who think that the pentatonic scale, because I actually never learned this scale. In all my years of classical piano
You
lesson.
never learned this one?
Nobody taught it to me.
All right, well, let me show you
I'm
what
ready
the
for
pentatonic
this.
scale looks like.
Convince me that, I mean, this
I
was
will
really cool, but convince me this was...
you why this is the most important scale that you need. Okay, so the pentatonic scale only has 5 notes: C, D, E, G, and A. 5 notes. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Then it keeps going. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And you can kind of keep going up and down the piano with that one scale. But you'll notice something. If I play a minor pentatonic scale, for example, A, C and A pentatonic scales are the same notes, but it's C major and A minor. And so right here, you'll notice that I'm a whole tone away here, whole tone away here. Here, I have a minor third distance, so C, D, E, G, A, C. But the easier way to remember this is by the scale degrees. So if I think of a major scale, you can either think about it that I'm taking away F and B, the 4th and 7th note,
Okay.
or you can just think about it that it's 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
Okay, we're gonna play a little game. Move over. we're gonna play a share the bench game. Okay, so I just want to show you how pretty this can be. So I'm gonna play the notes. So I'm just speaking from these notes. It's so pretty.
That was really nice.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so this is the super cool thing about the scale is that this one scale will work over pretty much any chord in the key of C.
Okay, let's take because that was really pretty and happy.
So let's
Can you
change the
make it-
chords.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Okay.
let's do minor. So now start with the A pentatonic.
Okay.
So A is your kind of your new root note there.
You got those
You
right?
got it.
It's still lovely.
It is lovely. It's just in a minor now, but it's using the same notes as our C major pentatonic. So the thing is, with the pentatonic scale, if you're just playing the same notes over and over again, like all these, it can start to get a little bit stale after a while. This is a really good tool for if you just need like a simple melody, something that sounds really nice, really easy to listen to. You can throw in this pentatonic scale pretty much everywhere. Like one example of a song I'm thinking of, My Girl by The Temptations, starts off with a pentatonic scale going all the way up.
Oh my gosh.
So there is our C pentatonic. C, D, E, G, A, C.
I got sunshine
But what happens here?
on a cloudy day.
I
what
went
does
to
happen here? I don't know.
I played another pentatonic scale.
What?
I played my F pentatonic scale.
Madness.
And so here are the two different approaches to soloing with these scales.
Okay, wait, hold the phones. First of all, now we're soloing?
Well, you can use this to improvise, you can use this to solo, you can use this to compose, you can use this scale for literally anything.
I feel like one's just been like, I forgot the words.
The I think I know what you're trying to say, but I can't.
Oh my gosh! I feel like somehow I've been like tricked. I've been tricked into learning a scale and now suddenly we're soloing. I'm afraid to solo, Kevin.
Well, the thing is, you can do so much with the pentatonic scale. You don't have to be scared of soloing because if you know that one scale, you can solo over any chord in the key of C. It's like your one tool that fits all.
Can you use it to pretend you're Jimi Hendrix for reals?
See, even everyone from Jimi Hendrix to Carlos Santana, like the best guitar players in the world, use these scales. Same with the best piano players in the world. This is a universal scale, but the thing is, you don't want to use it for like an entire solo or an entire song. This is best used if you can use it in like a moment here or a moment there and just kind of pull it from your toolbox whenever you need it. So
to refresh, the formula for the pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
you got it. You take any major scale and just use those 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And now you can play any major pentatonic scale. If you think about it from the minor perspective, let's say that A is our number 1 now. So now I have to use A, C, D, E, G. So if I'm using my notes from my A minor scale, so for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now to make a minor pentatonic using a minor scale, I'm gonna go 1, 3, 4, 5, 7.
That's crazy.
So those are the 2 numbers that you need to memorize for either major or minor.
But technically, you could just remember the major and then remember those notes once you've identified them.
Totally.
And then play them starting on the 6.
Exactly, because they're all the same notes. C major and A minor are the same notes. So here-
JT says the pentatonic scale with the 48 major and minor scales just aren't enough.
I know. And here's the thing now. If you took a chord progression like Lisa was, I was playing with Lisa, I was playing like a C, A minor, F, and G. So I can play C pentatonic over all these. And it's gonna sound nice. But you kind of get put in this square of the pentatonic land, and that's something that kind of happens really easily. And so to get out of that, what the next step is to use multiple pentatonic scales.
You're asking an awful lot from me right now.
But it's really simple. If it's a major chord that you see on the paper or on the sheet music, play a major pentatonic scale. If it's a minor chord you see, play a minor pentatonic scale. And this applies for anything. If I took D minor, G7, and C, I could play D minor pentatonic, G major pentatonic, and C pentatonic.
Okay.
And that unleashes way more notes.
I'm gonna try. Okay, keep talking.
Okay,
keep
okay.
talking,
So
keep talking.
again, there are two ways
Ignore
to try
me.
soloing. Way number one, or improvising, or doing anything, composing. You can either take one scale, like C major pentatonic, and play it over every single chord that's in the key of C. So C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, etc.
Okay, I'm gonna try drawing a picture.
Okay.
It's because I want everybody. This is how Lisa's brain works. This might help. Just because. So, what are the chords that you're giving us?
Okay, C.
Okay, C. Can we share my screen? Oh, my writing is beautiful. Let's try that again. Let's try. I'm still learning how to like properly use this feature. I don't really know how this is gonna go. Okay, so C. Oh, that's nice. Okay,
There you go. That's nice. So do you want to write down diatonic chords or a chord progression?
just chord progression.
Okay, let's go C, A minor,
Yep.
and then F and G.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
So option one, if you write underneath, write down the notes for our C pentatonic scale if you can.
I'm actually gonna just
Or you're
write
gonna do something else.
all the
Oh,
notes.
nice, beautiful. So there is our C major scale right here.
Okay.
So how do we make this into our pentatonic scale?
We're going to play the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 6.
Beautiful.
And for me personally, I like they're dead to me now.
They're dead. So C, D, E, G, A. Those are our golden notes.
Okay. Now, I know for A minor, why is this? How did I move it to eraser?
So the thing is, you could technically use C pentatonic over all of those chords, and it would sound really nice.
Okay,
But
I don't wanna
let's-
be bored.
But let's not get bored. So let's add even more scales here. So every chord gets its own scale. So right now, Lisa is writing out our A minor scale, A natural minor.
Okay, and so now for this one, we could, because they're relative C and A, we could just use the exact same notes.
Yeah.
But the formula for the minor was
One,
1,
Three.
jeez, Louise.
Oh.
1, 3,
4,
4,
5.
5, 7.
You got it.
Dead to me. Okay, one more. You guys, I'm embarrassed at my writing. B flat in this one. Anybody
B
else know
flat.
the rest of the notes of the S scale? F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E,
You gonna fit?
F.
Oh, it fits.
Okay, and then again, we just need 1.
2.
There's a feature here I'm not understanding. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Do you guys see how this is working?
And then there's one last one. You take a G major scale.
Get rid of these things.
And so with any chord progression
We're
that
gonna
you
skip
have,
G.
we're gonna skip
It's,
G. Okay.
it's not in this chord progression anymore.
Okay. C minor, C, A minor, and F. G is dead to Lisa now.
Okay, so now play them.
Okay. So here is what that was. I'm just gonna play the scale with the chords side by side, so you hear what it sounds like. So here is the C chord and C pentatonic. Here is A minor with A minor pentatonic. Here's F with F pentatonic. And then back to C. Now you can go up and down as many octaves as you want because the notes just keep repeating. Just 5 notes. So if I'm taking those chords and I'm going to start to make music with that, here's what it would sound like.
Kevin, it's beautiful.
Oh, no G, no G. G is dead to you.
Yeah, I said no G.
no G. I keep hitting G.
Kevin, I give you one rule. That was beautiful.
And that nice chord at the end there was using almost all the notes of the pentatonic scale. E, G, A, C, and D.
Okay, so you all have homework. Your homework is to pick 3 or 4. If you really want 4, you can pick 4. 3 or more chords that sound nice together. And then find the pentatonic scales to match those chords. And then just play something. Noodle around, see what happens.
Exactly. And if you want to take it the step easier than that, just find one pentatonic chord like C major.
Did you just take it easy for
I
you?
made
Just
it
make
easier than what Lisa
you?
said.
What is happening?
It's upside down
the moon,
day.
The moon has made us mad.
If you want to make what Lisa said easier, play one pentatonic scale over any chord that is using C diatonic chords. So C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished. Doesn't quite work very well. But yeah, there's so much to unpack in a pentatonic scale. Like for example, why is F and B, why are those notes taken out?
I don't
Any
know,
idea?
Kevin.
So if I play that, take a listen to what it sounds like if I play it together. Gross. Well, I kind of like it, but
Are you playing a
gross.
tritone?
It's called a tritone.
You took
So
out the tritone.
if you listen,
The
if you know,
devil's interval.
this used to be known as the devil's interval.
It's so terrible.
And so
That's why-
I really like it.
That is why it has to go. Well,
Well, so okay, listen. The reason why it's very tense, right? Super tense. So we take out the tension of that chord. But in Western music, we actually like that sound. And if you make it into
Speak for yourself.
take a listen to this. B and F. The B wants to rise to C, and the F wants to drop to E. So take a listen. Because it's like tension and then release. So pentatonic was so beautiful that people used it for a long time, and then eventually they're like, it's too pretty. Like I need something else. I need some tension. So if I play a G7 chord, you'll notice it has those 2 notes in the middle so that it does eventually resolve. And so if you do have chords that come up and they don't have notes from the pentatonic scale, you can add those chord tones into your pentatonic scale, and it just makes you sound even better.
So, for all of you all who are watching who are not piano members, Kevin goes live inside the membership every single week. It's called In Theory, and he talks about all of these crazy theory concepts, and it is a show for our members. So we answer your questions, and it's really, really cool. We're gonna be doing the giveaway in just a minute here, everyone. Hold your horses. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna announce really soon, and we have some runner-ups.
Runners up.
I'm finding words to be a struggle today. Mrs. Lovett learns piano. There is always more theory where Kevin's
More
concerned.
theory. That's where I live, in Theoryland. That is my home state. That is where my house is located. 123 Theoryland, Pennsylvania. I don't know why I picked Pennsylvania.
I mean, that's where the
Transylvania
darn it!
would
I
have
was gonna
been
say
way
that's where the
better.
vampires
No.
come from. The Truman.
That is definitely not where vampires come from. Transylvania is where vampires come
Oh
from.
no! Oh no!
That's good. That's good stuff.
Okay, just before we announce the winner, I need shake my head loose of all this theory for a second. I love it. I'm just joking. But we taught some really cool stuff this morning. We have some amazing song tutorials coming out for you guys. I just did a tutorial for Turkish March.
Yeah.
Do you know how to play that one?
I don't.
It's very irritating, but it's also super fun to play. And if you're a classical music lover, then you have to know it. So that tutorial's coming out soon. And then Kevin, which one did you film today?
I just filmed Don't Stop Believing. So you probably heard that one before. That was
Yes.
one of my first songs I think I ever learned how to play on the piano. And I've played it hundreds of thousands of times now.
It's actually kind of hilarious because there's like how many pages of sheet music? Like 8?
Oh, there's like 7 or 8 pages or
So
something.
Kevin's just like, okay, Eleni, keep track of the sheet music. And then he taught the whole lesson without even looking at it. He just handed it over to her, like, check if I make mistakes. It was hilarious.
Oh man, I could probably play that song with my eyes closed.
I think, yes.
think-
I think you basically did. You were talking
All
and
right,
teaching.
well, Brandon, can you get a close up on my eyes? I'm gonna try the first line. Let's see if I can do the progression. Okay, Lisa, I'm gonna have my head up so everyone can see.
Okay.
Now I'm nervous because we're on. I
Don't
was gonna
mess
say
this up,
television,
Kevin.
but-
We are on
Okay,
the
here we go.
internet and there's hundreds of people watching.
Ah! There it is.
Oh my gosh, that was impressive.
There it is.
Classical cover? What the heck?
I know.
What on earth? Okay, we'll give away a piano now.
Yes. It's time. It is time. I'm gonna play my secret chord.
Please, because I still don't know where the winner is.
I have it up on mine if you'd like to see.
I certainly would.
So again, the piano that we are giving away today is a Roland FP10
it's
series.
a great piano.
An amazing piano. You have your electric piano sounds on there. You got strings, piano. I think there's even like harpsichord. Lots of really cool, and like there's a jazz scat at the very end that I just like play with every now and again. But yeah, the piano sound is so nice, and the feel. That's one thing about Roland's that I really like is just like the
you
actual
can trust
touch.
it's just gonna feel and sound right.
It is, and so we're super excited to give one of those away today. Okay, here we go. Lisa, I will let you do the
Oh, we have to do
honors.
runners up first.
Okay, the runners up.
We're gonna work backwards up to this.
Okay, so who was our first runner?
Our first runner up. The winner of this prize will be getting a prize of a free annual membership to Pianote. And we have Helsbing as the winner. Congratulations, Helsbing. We will also email you so that you know that you won.
You
say.
The next runner-up for another annual membership. Wait, now where are we? Okay, there it is. Oh, how am I going to say this?
ML Gibson.
ML Gibson.
Mel Gibson's watching our stream.
Mel Gibson.
ML
or
Gibson.
ML Gibson.
Congratulations, you won a yearly membership. Woo! Okay.
We're going up keys.
Yeah, because this one's a yearly renewal for Musora. So
Oh.
if you have a membership already, you're just going to get the next year. The winner of this is Demi! Congratulations, Demi! Another
And another one.
yearly renewal for Musora for free! AK Pianote! Jocelyn!
Jocelyn.
Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Woo.
This is very fun. Okay, and another winner of a yearly renewal for Pianote is Jose Alcaraz. Congratulations, Jose. Woo! Okay.
Are we at the big one?
Yeah, we're
the big
we're
kahuna?
We're at this one now.
Okay. The moment of truth has come. We've given away how many prizes did you just give away?
1, 2, 3, 5.
5 annual memberships, yearly renewals. All right. So the big kahuna.
The winner.
It's time. Let's build some suspense.
Okay.
You say a word and I'll say a word. No, I'm just kidding. You say words and I'll say words.
But the winner of the Roland FP10 is Brianna Cabada. Brianna or Brianna Cabada?
Yeah, Brianna Cabada. 39568 is the winner of our Roland FP10 digital piano.
Congratulations! Oh, yay! So all of the winners are going to be emailed and contacted. That's how we email you.
We will be
Contact you
contacting
by
you.
email to confirm your prize, and we'll get your shipping info, Brianna, and we'll get that piano sent to you. So congratulations. That's very exciting.
Someone just got a free piano today.
Oh, geez Louise, that's so exciting.
And lots of free memberships to come see what else we got in store at the piano, the members area. Oh, it's a good day.
Okay, but the goodness is not stopping because we have more fun things to do.
Yes.
Also, I think we'll just keep doing, I mean, we can't give a piano away every time, but I think we should keep giveaways as part of our thing.
That could be nice.
I'll see what I can do.
We like free things. Do you guys like free
I like giving
things?
stuff away.
Yeah, giving stuff away feels great.
Also, hang around for a few minutes. People are like, they just watch to see if they're gonna get the prize and
Yeah, and then they're
peace
like,
out.
see you later,
Come
guys.
on, we have some more fun to have. We're gonna answer a few more questions and then we'll take a few song requests. I actually want to end this piano bench with my favorite game. Kevin's also his favorite game, where you guys just type in songs and Kevin plays them.
Oh my goodness. Well, before we even try that, we do actually have a student
Oh yes,
to
this is
showcase.
very good news.
We
Okay.
have a student of the week. And our student of the week inside the piano members area, I've just been in contact with them. Oh, look at that, so nice. Student of the week is someone who was involved with our giant kind of showcase of some of our members where they did Don't Stop Believing. Funny, we just played that.
Yeah.
And they were playing some of the melodies. So everyone kind of had their own part. And this was all student-led, student-driven. Tons of our members were involved with this. And they just sent us a little clip of like them when they were practicing and sending in their portion of this song. So we have a couple short little clips to show you of Melanie A. Oh, my student of the week chord. Melanie A, congratulations, you are the student of the week. All right, let's play those clips. Nice. So that was a small part of a bigger ensemble, which the Pianotables. That's I couldn't remember the name.
We have the coolest community.
Very cool community.
We're just over here making the piano cool. Well, we're not. You guys are.
So Melanie, I will be in touch with you to give you another prize pack, or the shirt, or what?
Yeah, we'll get you a thing.
Yeah, we'll get you some stuff.
We'll get you
yeah.
a thing. Okay, so we're gonna answer a few questions now, because people have questions. And this one's from P. Green. In the lesson identifying pop progressions by ear, it was recommended to listen to pop music. I don't listen to that and don't even know what music would fall into that category. My listening style is either Gaither vocal band, David Phelps, the Collingsworth family, the Martins. I think this is all gospel. I could be wrong, but I think these are gospel groups. I think you get the idea. So here's the question. What, if anything, would be suitable for pop? If there isn't a substitute, what are a few songs I can find on YouTube that are pop? By the way, I have a great recipe for an apple cake. Sand recipes. There's a whole forum thread about recipes. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, pop music, because you're saying you don't really listen to pop music. Pop actually, it just means popular music. That's what pop music is. So everything from the Beatles to, I know it kind of has the umbrella now of like top 40 music is pop music, but because it is so popular, that is somewhat what people consider it to be. But Lisa, you are the queen of pop music. What is some recommended listening?
I just love the Beatles because honestly, there's just an education in their music from start to finish.
That's the thing. They're like almost like there's been popular music forever, but since pop kind of started,
they're like the birthplace of pop.
It's the birth of pop. That's a great way to say that.
Start with the Beatles and stick with the Beatles, and you can't go wrong.
From there.
So I hope that helps a little bit. I know that the styles of music that you're listening to, P, would be like more gospel influenced. So the pop music's gonna help to build a foundation with simpler chords. And then when you go, maybe take Erskine's gospel course inside Pianote, because that's gonna give you some context for some of those more intricate chord changes and beautiful progressions that make it feel more gospel. Okay, Wild Rover, I'm having trouble with timing and rhythm on the song The Scientist. I changed it to the right chord either too early or too late. Playing the chord 4 times before moving to the next doesn't always seem right. Am I misreading the chord chart? No, you're not misreading the chord chart, Wild Rover, and I actually were really, really close to having some updates to the assignments for you guys in the method to make some of this a little bit easier. So that's coming. in the next month or two, I promise. In the meantime, the chords, I want you to take this as an active listening project. So Kevin, you know the song, yeah?
Yeah.
Kevin's gonna play it.
Okay,
And I'm gonna active listen with you guys.
so it's in the key of D minor. So
Yeah.
The Scientist.
I think I might have put it in A minor for the.
Oh, is it in A minor?
Yeah.
Okay, so here it is in A minor.
Okay, so watch Kevin's hands. We'll keep the visual on Kevin's hands. And if I sing, pretend like we're Coldplay for a second. Come up to me, you, tell you I forget the words. You don't know how lovely you are. So Kevin's gonna keep going. See if you can close your eyes and hear where the chord changes are happening. So we'll just keep rotating through on this part of the progression. I'm gonna count you through it now. So we're gonna be playing A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. We're on 4 on the F, and then 4 on C. And then this is a sus, right? Okay, so we'll pause there. So each of those have 4 repetitions. When the song moves into like the pre-chorus, I think there might be some chords that don't get quite as many beats. I could be wrong. Nobody said it was easy. That was 4 times 4, so 8. Da, 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 da. So 2 rounds of 4 on these ones. Nobody said it was easy. Again, 2 rounds of 4. No one ever said it would be this hard. Yeah. 4 again. Will take me back to the start. Ooh, so dramatic. So it's gonna be a combination of watching my hands in the lesson and listening for those changes and then counting along with the music. So do active listening and then try playing along, and that should make a difference. If that's falling apart, record yourself playing it, send us a video for student review so Kevin or I or Brett or Cassie or whoever can take a look at it for you and give you some feedback on exactly what is happening with that. Okay, so
Beautiful.
what's next, Kevin?
All right, let's see. Hi, Kevin. Would you listen to the theme song Tank for the anime Cowboy Bebop below and share your process for arranging it for the piano? Obviously, the piano can't cover all the instruments used in the song. I'm approaching this as an exercise where I don't go to the interweb for someone else's sheet music. I get that the start would be the stand-up bass for the left hand and the melody for the right. But what would you do in the latter portion when all the instruments are doing everything all at once? So what you're talking about is something that is actually quite difficult called basically arranging for a song for solo piano. Because you're right, there are many times when there's so much happening in the song and you're trying to figure out, okay, what parts do I play? Number one, the most important thing you want to get is the melody. So here it is. Let's listen to a snippet of it.
There's a lot of melodies happening. This is ambitious.
Okay, so this is a big band song. So you went like right to the top of like the hardest song you could possibly try
Ever,
to
of all the
arrange.
songs.
But
choice.
Play the snippet of it again, Lisa, from the beginning.
Because Kevin's going to show how insane he is here. Hold on, backing it up.
And then it goes to. Okay. Okay, so if I'm listening to that song, my process, just so I break it down for you really quickly, is I can automatically tell that it's a play on a minor blues. And so the minor blues, you have to know the chords that you're in. It's in the key of C minor, so your chords are going to be C minor, F minor, and then G. So, and then I know in this song, I kind of heard it goes up to A flat for a second, then back down to G. And so just from like that little snippet I heard, the main melody that I was hearing was that that's C, G, C, F, C, E flat, C, B flat, C, and then you would do that same melody but on the F. And then going back down. And then you can kind of mess around with a lot of stuff. There's that G, it went up to like A flat, G there. And it kind of depends on how, if you want to play it upbeat, if if you want to make it slow, you have a lot of decisions to make. But most importantly is hearing that chord structure, hearing the harmony, like C minor, F minor, G, A flat, hearing those chords, and then deciding how you want to kind of build out your arrangement. That's a very complicated question though. So I can, dive more into that, but if you want, apply for a student review of you playing it.
Yeah.
And then I'd be more than happy to actually break it down for you and really help you out with that. But there's the short answer.
Okay, lightning round, because we have a lot of questions and
Okay.
10 minutes left. Somebody who I don't have their name wants you to celebrate your trip to Mexico by playing a mix of Guajira,
Guantanamera and La Cucaracha. So I don't know that first song, but La Cucaracha. I'm going to Mexico. For those who don't know, I'm taking a little trip. I am Mexican, so I'm going to visit the homeland, which I'm very excited for. Heading out there with my wife and some friends, and so I'm going to take a little bit of a break from music for just a week, and then I'm going to be right
Good luck.
back
There's
at
going to be
it.
some incredible band playing at where you're staying, and you're going to end up just playing the piano.
Yeah, something like that.
Beautiful.
There it
Okay,
is.
Brad is working on Great Balls of Fire and wants just a slowed down way to teach me how to bring my left hand up to speed with my right hand. It's really hard. Are there any recommended techniques to help me start off slow with both left and right that keeps the rhythm and through time? Will it sound better as I speed it up? It will sound better as you speed it up. It just takes a really long time.
Yeah, that is a very complicated song. And you're saying it's the left hand. Let's see. You bring your left hand up to speed with your right hand. So it sounds like more than anything, it's more of just a technique issue than it is. And so one exercise that we highly recommend if you want to boost your technique, all that stuff, is something called Hanon, which we do have a Hanon exercises course that Cassie teaches that will really, really help you out so that your left hand is just as good as your right hand. But in essence, for this stuff, when it comes to Great Balls of Fire, I think it's like, how did I do it? I'm having like flashbacks from all those glisses I did for that video. But the left hand, keep it really loose, make it bounce lots.
Do Boogie Woogie, is it Boogie Woogie 101 that you did?
There's Boogie Woogie 101 is like the intro.
Do
and then
that
there's
first.
5 levels of Boogie Woogie if you want to see how far you can kind of get, because it's very, very similar.
And I feel like Boogie Woogie 101's a little simpler, and it might help you build some of those skills before you start taking it to the Great Balls of Fire.
Yes.
Okay, back to the pentatonic real quick. Sue loves pentatonic scales, but find myself going up and down. I'm struggling to be more creative in the moment. You just have to switch the order of the notes and then the rhythms. So I struggle with this a little bit, but...
Yeah, when you're thinking about it from a scale perspective, that's good when you're learning the scale, but now once you feel like you're getting into this like or going up and then going down, try to sing the notes in the melody and kind of base your melodies or your whatever your improvisation is based off of what you're hearing in your head rather than what you're seeing with your eyes, because that's going to make a big difference. Some other formulas that you said tips, if you go down in like thirds, so here's a pentatonic scale one more time. You can go like E, G, or E, G, D, E, C, D, A, C. Just kind of going down like this.
That's pretty.
I think that even sounds like the theme song to Grease, like Grease is the word. You know that song, Frankie Valli? It starts off with a minor pentatonic scale going down kind of like that. 2, 3, 4.
That's really
It's a really cool line, and it's just the pentatonic scale going down. But yeah, really experiment with it. Try to hear the melodies that you're trying to play.
I noticed that you're in the left hand, you're using chords other than the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, or are you?
Or are you?
You put an F chord into the left hand of Lisa's C pentatonic improv.
Yeah, so I was using diatonic chords in the key of C while Lisa was just staying on the key, in the C pentatonic land. So that is one thing if you just want to get your feet wet and try the pentatonic scale, you can use that scale over all the chords in the key of C. But if you want to take it a step further, that's when you can do a scale based off of the chord that's being played, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. The minor pentatonic isn't really different than the major in the same sense that the relative major and minor scales aren't different. They're the same notes in different orders, which kind of make them have a different mood.
Totally. It's the same notes. It's just sometimes when you start on a minor chord, the song sounds minor, so you're going to use that minor scale.
Hillary, I killed off the G pentatonic because I ran out of room on my whiteboard and I was feeling really inept at using the Apple Pencil and I was embarrassed at my writing. Ryan, will there be a new app launch for the Musora collaboration? I can neither confirm nor deny. One more time, the pentatonic minor formula numbers, Kevin.
One more time. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Now you start again. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7.
What finger numbers do you recommend playing those with?
Depends on the shape that you're playing. You can play them with a bunch of different finger numbers. Like if I'm doing a fast line, I'm gonna be going like something like this. But it depends if I'm doing major or minor. If I'm just doing a regular one, I'll typically do like a C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, and then sometimes I'll kind of switch over to finger 2, 3, 5. Just depends where I want to go with it. But yeah, it is funky because it is 5 notes, so it's not as linear as a major or a minor scale. So you get a little bit more flexibility there.
Give me a-
Leia.
What if I want to play an F? Which notes do I use? Because there's no F in the pentatonic scale.
So that's when you would use that next step up. So that's a good example of, hey, if you're hitting an F chord, the C major pentatonic scale doesn't have an F note in it. So what do I do? That's the case where you could actually use the F major pentatonic scale and include that in your progression. And it's gonna open up your playing a little bit more. And you'll start to see like what notes sound good, what notes sound bad. Or an alternative to that is if you're using C major pentatonic and you can't think of like an F pentatonic scale like on the fly like that, just use the notes of the F chord, F, A, C, and include them while you're using the C pentatonic.
I don't think Kevin knows Simple Sister by Procol Harum. I'm gonna guess.
I don't know that.
Kate
Sorry,
is
Dawn.
overwhelmed by the circle of fifths. Why do I need to learn it? Kate, we can argue about this another stream. I don't think you need to learn it because I just don't, but I think you need to understand how it works, and we've got good lessons on the Inside the Piano method. So Inside Pianote, just type in circle of fifths. You're gonna find all kinds of lessons. I think there's even one called Do I Need to Know the Circle of Fifths?
Yeah, I would say you don't need to learn it to play piano,
No.
but you do need to learn it if you want to get better at piano.
You may find it helpful to understand if you want to get better at
See,
piano.
so this is something that Lisa and I, we can make a podcast. We can disagree and agree on it for days, but it is a very popular theory technique that you don't need if you're gonna play like Don't Stop Believin' or anything else. Turkish March, you don't need to know that stuff. It's more so when it comes to if you're improvising or you're creating music, like creating your own pieces, or you just want to look at like key signatures and know how many sharps or flats are in them right away, because that will help a lot. It helps with your playing, but it's not like necessary.
Helps with your understanding.
Yes.
That was we did really good there.
We found a happy medium.
Emily wants to know, do you know the song, oh dear, French words. Comptine?
What
is this?
Yeah, I feel like you know the song. I
Is that
don't know what
Ballad
it
for
sounds
Adeline?
like. I think it is. Maybe.
Oh, that looks freaky when I do that. I shouldn't do that. I should never do that.
Do you want me to play a snippet of it?
Do you know how to play it?
I think you know it. Can we listen to a snippet? Yeah, let me pull it up.
Tips for releasing tension in the left hand while playing those octaves. Oh, don't even get me started on the octaves. I had to do Turkish March today, which was all these terrible octaves. So you have to just imagine the rest in any possible moment. So you can't have the tension relaxed while you're playing the octaves.
You don't recognize this song?
This is ballad. That's this. I taught it.
Oh, you have a tutorial on it. Ballad for, what's it called? Amelie?
It's from Emily.
Yeah, okay. I recognize the name, but I didn't know what
This
it
is
was called.
hilarious. We are having a hilarious moment. Thank you, Sylvie. I'm so embarrassed. I know 0 French words. My mother tried so hard to get us to learn French, and we just didn't. We couldn't.
I just remember, est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? Because that was the only way I was allowed to go to the bathroom. But that's all I kept.
I learned
in my
some
brain.
swears.
Oh, the real French.
I learned some swears, but I won't say them. Okay, so octaves.
Octaves.
Okay, every time you play an octave, there's gonna be a moment where you're not playing the octave, and that's simply where you relax. So I like to just bounce an octave and then relax. Bounce an octave and then relax, just to practice that feeling of rest. The other thing that's really helped me is actually stretching my fingers. I did a little reel on my Instagram this morning on finger stretches. I did them in my car, just pulling them back. And what actually really gets me when I'm playing octaves is this guy right here.
Yes.
I tend to get like really tendinitis-y through here. So I massage, you'll find it pretty quick and you'll know. And then you just gotta, ow.
Yeah, it's
You
the
got-
forearms for you, hey? Yeah, sometimes, can you touch your pinky to your thumb? And you can try this at home too. And how easy is it to break that grip? Like if you put your finger underneath it, like, can you keep it like pretty strong?
Yeah?
That's good. That's good. If you can, like for me, sometimes like I can just like it just comes through so easily. Like
No, fight with me.
I'm trying,
'Kay.
but that just means I'm so tense right in this like gushy part of your thumb.
Try.
Okay, let me try with yours.
Stronger than-
Oh yeah, like Lisa, yours is really good. So you don't have a lot of tension right here, which is really good.
'Cause I don't practice enough.
I do when I play for long periods of time. So what you have to do is massage this like gushy part of your hand, like right in here. Just give it a good massage, and then you'll notice if you do it again, now it's much stronger, and you can't really get it out of there. So that's another little tip for you there. If you start to get tense in your hands or your forearms, you just massage that little part there. So whenever I'm like taking a break from piano too, I'll always just make sure I'm massaging the top, the bottom, stuff like that.
Gotta take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Uketa, are pentatonic scales useful for playing songs? Yes.
Oh, extremely useful.
So blend these two answers. That's one question, and then also, what's a slash chord and how is it played?
Okay, so on a lead sheet, so a slash chord can mean a couple different things. So if you see something that says like G over B, what was your example? C over D. So that means you're gonna play a C chord with a D note in the bass. So that would be C, C major, and D right here, which is a really nice way to get to a G chord. It's kind of like a D sus. D sus like 11, or I don't know what you would even call this. But if you add like that 9 or the major 7, it sounds really nice. But a slash chord means the first note is on your right hand, and that's the chord. And the second letter is gonna be the bass note.
I think of it as over top of.
Over top of.
That slash does not mean slash, it means over top of.
Yeah, and that's what it means like 99% of the time. Sometimes there's something called a polychord too,
No.
which it is considered a slash chord.
What?
But it's written slightly different, but it looks very similar. But
What is a polychord, Kevin?
polychord is when
what in God's green earth is a polychord?
a polychord is when you play two chords, like C chord in your left hand and D chord in your right hand. So
Why
it sounds
can't that
something
be
like
called
this.
slash chord?
Because
Who would, what?
this is how Billy Joel ends his song in New York State of Mind.
Okay,
It
why
implies
is that
like
called a polychord?
Because there are two chords happening at the same time. It's not just C in the bass, it's like a C chord in the bass.
I respect this, and I appreciate it, and we're okay with it. It can also help to figure out which inversion of the chord to play. Sometimes it
Yes.
does refer more to the inversion, so how the notes are ordered.
That's true. Yeah, so G over B, for example, would mean that tells you it's going to be a first inversion G chord with B as the lowest note.
Correct. So Iris is, we're just circling back to the pentatonic scale. If you're playing the C pentatonic, Iris is asking, so no F or B chords on that pentatonic scale.
Yes,
Correct.
that is correct.
Ooh, good ear, Rupert, for noticing that you had a polychord in a song.
Nice.
It's time for us to go. So
What a wild, beautiful day this has been.
we have to play our game.
I know. Oh, a game. What's
yeah,
the game?
the game where you play all the songs.
All the songs.
My favorite game. So you guys just start putting song titles in the chat. You all, if you've been here before, you know how this goes. Kevin's gonna just start playing. I'll sing along when and where I can. If you know it, if Kevin knows it, he'll play it probably. Do you know
Beautiful.
7 Years? Because I don't know that one.
7 Years by Lucas Graham. That's like, let me think. There it is.
Ooh, that's pretty. Never gonna give you up. I can't stop this. It's too good. You've got a friend in me.
Let's see.
That's so wrong. You've got a friend in me, but I like it. Keep going, keep going. Always Carole King, Kevin. Always Carole King.
I always think Woody. Maybe. That's a hard one.
Killing Me Softly.
There it is.
Singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly, or song, with his song.
Oh, it's in E flat, I think, right?
I have no idea. I don't know what
think it's-
magic is happening right now. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. All of me, jazz standard. Girl on Fire at some point.
Girl on Fire. Is that like This Girl's on Fire?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
all-
smooth. This, whoa, that's too high. What do you think I am? Girl is on fire.
The song.
What? Girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire.
Those probably not the right chords, but
Wow.
I have to hear it once and I can play it.
Empire, no, New York, State of Mind.
New York
If you
State.
throw this guy Billy Joel and he's got it every time.
I'm almost at the vocals.
You're right.
The vocal part.
Oh, you're gonna let me sing? Well, if you insist. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. Friends, this was fun. We're gonna call it a day here. So congratulations to all the winners for the giveaway. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm sure we can find some cool stuff to give away at our next stream. And just thanks for hanging out. This is a ton of fun. We're here every single week.
Every single week. We're usually here on Mondays,
Oh yeah,
not Tuesdays. Today was an exception because we had Canadian Thanksgiving, but
it's Turkey Day.
it was Turkey Day for us. But we will be back Mondays at 1:30 Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. So until next Monday, have an amazing rest of your week, and we'll see you guys at our next piano bench.